Everybody, I'd like you to meet Rick Carter.
How are you?
Hello, Rick.
Hello, Rick.
So Rick and I go back about 3 years. As I was looking for business process management tools, Rick's product, Livayo, came up in the list. And I've chatted with the both of you, maybe not Guillermo. I know I've chatted with Amit about it in the past, but we never really had a chance to go over it. So that's the goal of today. The background for what Livayo is routine process management, routine task management in a business. Its primary function is to take the mundane tasks that have to be done every single day in your business, to put them in an automated application form where people in the business can gain access to the tasks that they are supposed to complete every day, be reminded of those tasks that they're supposed to do every day, for them to address the fact that they have been completed every day, and for managers or supervisors to be able to review those tasks that have been and not been completed. The other abilities inside of the app, which I'm sure Rick will address, primary important things inside of the app is somebody calls in sick, somebody's out for a week on vacation, the routine functions of their business day have to still be done. So being able to reassign and adjust the functions of someone who's not going to be in the business for a particular day or time is easy inside of the Livayo product. So a manager can come in and just reassign those tasks to someone else so that they can get completed. So I'll let Rick take over in demonstrating what the product can do. And we'll go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen. So who's ever got control can give me the control.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rick. I forgot to do that. Just a moment. Go right ahead.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay, so this is Livayo. I have this particular customer is the Barrow Neurological Institute in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a group of 50 neurosurgeons. And Livayo does manage tasks for production routines, marketing routines, HR routines, and finance. They use it specifically for revenue cycle. So for billing and collections. So here's the entire revenue cycle process, all the reporting that they do, and then HR functions related to the billing department. I'm going to actually show you a person. So every single day, each worker, they have 50 people. So here's all the revenue cycle workers. And each day, everyone goes in and they work from Livayo. So Livayo isn't something that's over here that you also do, like you might do project management or you might do accounting. Livayo is the direction for the day. And so I'll be going to this person right here. This is the payment posting supervisor. This is her actual Livayo for today. So today she has to make sure that she posts the refund credits, processes the deposit, posts the health IPAS payments. She has to attend the billing manager's meeting. And when she does these things, she marks green. And when the day ends, if she hasn't done them, she marks red. I'll go ahead and put it back here because I don't want her to be spooked that I marked that for her. So every single worker has their daily routines to do. Some of these routines have more detail to them. They'll have more notes if they need those notes. So Livayo focuses on not how to mow the lawn, but to make sure you do mow the lawn. And that's because in the history of my work, I have found that we tend not to do things.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When she does, let's say, if the task is done, she report time, hours, she reporting how long it took her them,
No.
or you just report, I
Yeah.
did it.
So in the I'll show you how to design the task here. In the design of the task, when we set this task up, I'll actually go to payment posting here. So when we set these up, you actually put the time in here, how long it should take. And that's for planning purposes. So we don't over design someone's day to have too many routines, too many hours of routines. My study shows that you should not have more than 6 hours a day of routines. You have to leave time for projects and incidentals. So that's where you define it, because these tasks never go away. They never, ever, ever go away. These are for tasks that, project management.
Why the
tasks
task?
go away.
Let's say if they have a task of that do go away.
They don't. There's
Let's
none
say-
in. Well, yeah, go ahead.
Let me explain you. Let's say there's a construction happen, or there's a task that's gonna happen in the next 6 months. We're gonna do the same routine, but after 6 months, it's gonna pretty much go away, right?
Mhm.
And in a way.
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
Like,
here's how you would
let's
do
say
that.
we do upgrade, and it's gonna be massive upgrade. So it's gonna be upgrade, but it's gonna be. You see my point?
I do. Here's you can
So
put the start date and end date right here.
Okay, so there's okay, perfect.
Yep. So this is where you decide whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, which days of the week, and then you can put the start date and the end date. So so everyone has those tasks, and at the end of the day, usually happens the next morning. Here's the entire. I'll go to September since it just finished. So these are all the tasks that they were 100% accountable in September. So this measures both accountability and performance. So accountability is at least let me know if you did it or not. Be accountable to that task. And then green is whether it happened or not, because there's a lot of reasons why things don't happen or even shouldn't happen on that day, even though I want you to check that thing. So this is 100% accountability. They currently up to 420 tasks per day. They'll be to about 1,000 here in a few months. But then they can go, a manager or supervisor can look across every single task that got done every single day, across every single person, across the entire business, every single day. So it's like the ultimate in accountability, transparency, no guesswork, no hiding. So that's the reporting part. And there's all kinds of other reports and things, but that's the basic report about, did the business work yesterday? And did you do your work yesterday? So that's the real basics of Livayo.
Can you show me how you create a user and how you create a supervisor and how you assign it?
Yeah, so I'll show you. So the way I use this is, in this case, I used an acronym here. So these are the AR workers, and the initial is their name. These are the coding people, their initials, the medical records people, the patient financial counselors, etc. So you use in the field where the username goes, you can construct it however you want. So it comes out, everything comes out alphabetical on the list of the people, but you can go in here and do that. And this is their login name. And then everyone is a user. And if you click here and make them an admin, that means that they can see everything otherwise the individual user can only see their task list. The way you create a task is, so let's say that you had a task that you just had to make sure was done every single day without question. You would put a task in here. So the way I propose people write tasks are verb the noun, feed the dog, send the report, issue the memo, if you do routine memos. So in this case, it would be, you would do something like post counterpayments. And then you come in here and you say, what's the frequency of that? Well, I do that every weekday. And you come in here and you sign that to whoever's going to do that. And then you can come in here and you can put the
Let
time.
me ask you a question.
Mhm.
What's happened if you sign it to 2-3 people?
Yeah, you can
I've
sign,
seen
you can send it, you can send it to the whole team. You can send it to,
Like
No,
for
the
instance,
problem is like, oh, you know, if you send it to 2-3 people, always I found out, you know, I thought he gonna do it.
no, everyone has
It's
it
not
on their
this,
list. Everyone has it on their list.
Right, but everybody think like the other one gonna do it, right?
Well, no,
No.
everyone, this
no,
isn't a,
it's not a single task that multiple people do.
right,
Every individual person, it's not a task that has to get done, and you offer it to multiple people to possibly get it done. You have a task that that person needs to do. Clean the bathroom. You assign that to a person to get that done. You don't assign clean the bathroom to a task that hopefully somebody gets it done. So routine tasks are tasks that an individual needs to get done, or a position in the business needs to get done. Does that?
No, I totally agree. I understand. The only reason I don't like to assign more than, or if you assign it to few people, so the guy knows you are the one responsible. Yes, maybe somebody else will do it, but you're responsible for this stuff. You're literally responsible, not
right,
somebody else. So
correct.
it's not like I thought that he or she gonna do it, and everybody, you know, I was sure that Guillermo gonna do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Guillermo
that's,
says I don't.
that isn't how,
that's not assigning.
that's not how it works.
Right.
So there's only one person assigned to post counterpayments. You would not assign, you would not assign.
And what's
you
happened if
could,
they don't do it?
then it doesn't get done. And the supervisor sees that.
How?
under the see results function.
They can come over here and they can either choose an individual. So this I happen to know that lady's name is Lisa. And
No, I like this little software. I like it. It's neat. It's very neat.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Can we get a demo so we can play with it a little bit, so we understand?
Yes.
So we understand what we're looking
Yep,
at.
I can create demos. I can create
Yep.
demos perfectly fine.
And
Yes,
everything's
I
on
would
here.
like-
There's no series of things that aren't revealed. It's one layer of an app. There's only two layers, user and admin. And if you
No,
sign
I
up,
see the simplicity. That's what's the nice about the simplicity. And I like it a lot. I'll be honest with you. I like it a lot. And but I won't lie to you. I don't know a lot about it. So I like to play with it a little bit, if you don't mind. That will
Yeah.
help me to understand what I'm doing, because it's very hard for me to sell anything that I really don't know. I mean, unless for me, if I don't, like, I have a lot of connection, a lot of people, and I cannot sell something that I don't understand or I don't believe in it.
Right, we get that. That's why demos are there. So we can definitely
Right.
we can definitely create demos and get you set up. That's an easy thing.
Right.
you know how long it takes? 45 seconds. Ready? Watch. I click here. What's your first name?
AMIT.
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 Yes.
What's your email address?
Amit at TechCM. AMIT at TechCM. TechCM.com.
Right there.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. All it's going to do is send you a password. What's the name of your business? TechCM.
TechCM.
Then you can come in here. You can bypass this. Are you software?
Uh,
I'm in software.
So that's I think under here, software publishers, next. This is just going to tell you that it sent a password to that email, which we can change. I hit welcome. And now TechCM is set up. And these are the jobs generally for a software publishing business, all set up. It's completely set up, ready to go. Nothing else to
So
add.
if it's, okay, so if I don't do it and I need to add some stuff,
If you say, hey, I
can
want to
add.
come in here and organize my accounting stuff, you can come in here and say, oh, I don't need this job, so let's just delete that job. I want to add a job in here for what's that thing, Kyle, that you did the other day that you forgot to do?
Oh, I forgot to pay use tax.
Let's just call this state taxes. And then we say, okay, I got to make sure I pay use tax. And I want to make sure I do that every single
Every quarter.
monthly.
Yeah, it's every quarter.
So every 3 months on the first Monday of the month. And I'm going to assign that to well, I mean, you're now in here, you're the only person. But if I want to add somebody else in here, I go, hey, what's their name? I'll put my name, Rick.
Guillermo.
Spell
Yep.
it.
Put Guillermo.
GUILLERMO.
Okay. Same address.
Yeah,
I-
put in
One,
whatever.
yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
Now, see this
Just
delay
one dot,
invite?
one dot.
Okay, this delay invite's in here because if you're setting up these tasks for your business and you don't want everyone to know, but you want to go ahead and have their name in here, you can delay the
Actually,
invite.
for email, hold on really quick. Do actually WC code, WE.
No, nope,
No,
Guillermo,
Guillermo's fine.
Sorry,
nope.
probably, is
GUI
that still right?
Nope, GUILLERMO.
All right.
Yep, at we see code WE. Nope, the letter C.
Okay. All right.
WECCODE.
Like that?
Just one E
2 seats.
and 2 C's. There you go.
So if I delay the, I'll show you how to undo it. I'm going to delay the invite. I add this person, and now I can continue with my process of setting up. And they're now in here, but I haven't alerted them or got them, anxious because they don't know what this is yet. I can go in here and say this thing should take you, no more than, well, this
15
task will take
minutes.
an hour.
Yeah, whichever.
The routine time tends to be for meetings, so you can organize your day and you can run the daily report for show me my meetings, show me my reports I have to do, and show me my my tasks I have to do. Then we have 2 layers of detail for the how-to if you use it. There's just an open field that I tend to use for this means this, and I can, open field. And then there's another one here. If you tend to have more of a sequence of things, like first do this, like first do this. Like if you're gonna, tell someone how to get in a program and
Log
they want
into
to
the web,
remind them
log
out.
into the website.
Yeah, so you
for
can
this
do,
page,
it's
blah, 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 blah.
Yep, you can say, do this, and then do this, etc. So you can put steps in there. This is probably only used maybe by customers, maybe 5% of the time. Again, because we're solving the problem of not forgetting how to bake the cookies, but the fact that you forgot to bake the cookies every Wednesday. That's the problem it's solving. This isn't a knowledge problem. It is a remembering problem. So that's how you set up a task. So setting up tasks takes, 30 seconds, 1 minute. The way I start customers is I take a current problem, something that happened today, very active, and we solve that problem by routinizing that task. And you kind of build it from the middle out. So this customer, this Big Barrow one that now has 425, they started 2 months ago. They had about 10 the first day. Once the managers kind of figured it out, they started adding more and more and more, and they would just solve problems every day by going, hey, had I routinized that, that wouldn't happen. Let's routinize that. So for example, today they had a problem of, I don't know if you guys know healthcare, but they have charge codes, CPT codes, and they have new CPT codes that they have to assign the charge for. And it tends to be a project ad hoc, always irritating. So now what we've done is we've set up a daily routine for one person to check for new CPT codes. That's their daily task. If there's no one needed any, they mark red, green. I did that today. I had to get that done. So anyway, that's the basics of Livayo. I created Livayo many years ago, and spent a fortune building it because I was trying to solve the problem I had in running small businesses, where I wanted to routinize things so I could focus on the big things without being neglectful of the small things. I knew the small things were the things that were going to eat me alive. It wasn't my inability to do big projects and achieve big dreams. It was the fact that I would forget to do the little stuff that I would actually fail about. That's why I created it back in the 80s. It's been through like 10 iterations. It has a fortune of investment in it. It's been through many name changes, and but this is what it is today. So you can, by the way, let's go in. I'm going to go in here. So you can go in. You can go in here right now. By the way, you can actually log. If you go to your computer, you go to app.livayo.com, and you can log in right now to this, and it's yours to use however you want. Of course, there's dozens more things to show you, but that's the basics. And then your password will be on that email that you got.
So give me a second. So you're talking about Livayo.
Yeah, app.livayo.com.
Okay. So you're using this is using .NET.
It's not developed in .NET. The backend is a MySQL database. And
First name going to be Amit.
Yeah, your login is Amit.
Amit, and I need to put the business email address.
No, you're already signed up. Go to login.
Okay, login.
On that screen,
okay,
it says sign up, and it says
username.
already. Go to
So
login.
username is Amit or my
Amit.
password.
Amit is your login name, Amit, and then put your password in, which is on that email.
I'm looking. I don't see the email.
I tell you what, for our speed purposes, I'm going to change your password. You can go and change it, whatever you want. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. Right.
I'm just going to use ASDF, the 4 characters on the left-hand side of the keyboard. ASDF.
Oh,
Let's see how fast that password change worked.
ASDF. All right, looks. I will play with it.
Okay.
And I will learn a little bit. I see, and if you can send me the videos, I will like. And I know that Kyle already knows a little bit about this product, correct, Kyle?
I do. I have it. I'm using this app.
Okay, awesome. So what I would like to do is also play with it and see what we can do and how we can make it and see. Definitely want to play with it a little bit more.
I will.
And we will see.
I'll send you a few video links that are all on the YouTube channel.
Please.
So, and Rick, you want to go through showing how to push out that user account notice that you created for Guillermo? You said we'll send it later.
Oh yeah. So see right here. So if you set up like 10 people in your organization and you managed it all, you would then just come here and hit invite right here, and it will now release that email to Guillermo.
Perfect.
Did you get it, buddy?
I'm waiting for it. So let me try it on my phone.
So there is an app in the App Store on Apple's App Store for Livayo. There isn't an app for it in the Android store, but it's a web app already. So it's already formatted to function correctly on an Android phone if you just go to the URL. So what's commonly suggested is just to put a shortcut in an app icon or in an icon right that opens up your browser and goes right to the app. Log in and go on down the road. The format on an Android phone is fabulous.
It went to junk. Hold on. I'm gonna check it out. I think, is it a new domain?
Definitely no. Why do you ask?
Oh, because it had gone to junk. I just want to verify this is the
Oh.
right email.
Yeah, it should have come up from livayo.com. Whatever email you got, do me a favor and attach that email to an email to me so I can look at the properties of that message.
I wouldn't be able to forward that because then I could be considered spam, but just put your email and send it just like you did me.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Hey, Rick,
Yeah,
would you add a new user
yeah, I'll do it right now. So I'll do it right
and
now.
put in Kyle W? Yeah, and that'll be great. And then Kyle at thewentworths.com, because I already have an email to my business email address. And then just add that person and I'll take a look at what that email does when it gets to me. I mean, I could have done that for my account too, but
That's okay. No, I want it to come from this one.
Anybody there?
yep, we're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
I was waiting on that email to show
Waiting.
up.
Oh, okay. So quiet. I'm not
You
used
must
to
have
quiet.
put us on hold for a minute.
Quiet. No, I didn't put you on. I put on mute, but I didn't hear anything.
So Amit, also the email that they sent went to junk mail. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't, without doing a lot of dig deeping, I didn't see anything wrong, but it's going to junk.
Yeah, and I'll figure out why it is. It's probably an SPF record
Yeah.
issue.
Right. You're using Google, right? Google Workspace.
You asking Rick?
I don't.
Yeah, working on it.
Yeah, I don't know where the
Oh,
email is
Livayo.
coming from. I'd have to talk to our developer.
Got it. That's probably the problem.
Yeah, you guys understand that I'm the creator of it, but a man named Jay Johnston in Nashville is the father of the code, and a guy in LA is the designer. I mean, my concepts, but all credit to both of them. They, for what, for this version, which is now 5 years old.
No, it's beautiful.
So
really nice.
So
Thank
we
you very
will-
much for taking the time to look at it. I really appreciate it.
And I will, and again, I didn't understand, when you start to explain me, I would say no, absolutely not. But when I see it now, I understand that it's what he explaining, what you show me, has nothing to do.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
It's
Because I was like,
absolute.
I thought something like CRM or like when I talk to Guillermo will tell you like Guillermo, and he said, Amit, you off the mark by you're really shooting. They're shooting south, you're shooting north. You're not in the same. You play different game. I mean, literally. So that's why I say, you know what? Let me check it out before I say any other word that's gonna get me. And you're absolutely right. It's a unique. It's different. It's not something that I actually thought about at all. Because when you confuse me, Kyle, when you start talking about doctors and all this, and I thought like, okay, so the doctor, because we designed something for doctors and we designed software, but totally different. There's nothing to do with what you do. I mean, it's like a CRM special for a doctor's office. Like, I'll give an example. In CRM, you have customer and you have vendors. And in medical, you have to be very, very careful because you can get referrals. Referrals is very dangerous in this world, if you know what I mean. You can get a referral, and like in our life, you get referrals, somebody pay money. If you give a referral to a doctor, you can collect a penny. If you collect a penny, somebody goes to jail. So you can call it referral, you can get a commission, it's totally different. So that's why I'm saying, but they have nothing to do with what you do. There's not even a clue. There's nothing. You know what I mean?
Here's an
Totally
actual,
different.
Here's an actual medical clinic. This is a doctor down in Missouri. He manages his medical supplies, his inventory, all of his, all of his HIPAA compliance regulations he has that he's converted into daily, weekly, monthly.
So click on one. So
marketing.
Click on the routine. I'm just curiosity, the routine of the HIPAA. What's the routine of the HIPAA?
So he just has real basic ones in here. Work on compliance, meet and update BA list of vendors. He does that every 3 months on the first Tuesday.
He does compliance standards on Thursdays every 4 weeks.
Yep.
And every Wednesday he works on HIPAA compliance in the office.
Yeah.
And he has notes on each one of those.
No, if he has notes, it's lit up. It's white. It's bright.
Can you show me a note? What note look like?
I don't think he's got really anything in here.
It's just a note.
Just to coordinate with
just a
Dr.
note.
Brett. Yeah.
Okay, just a note. I got it. It's not.
So here's all of his patient scheduling daily routines to run his patient scheduling at the front counter with his staff. You'll notice, by the way, that there's no person. He has such turnover that he just calls the role front desk and then just tells someone, your front desk.
Right.
And let's see how they're doing today. So if I go to look at the front desk today, there's the front desk. And that's what they've marked off today so far.
So you go to the front desk, but you're not connected to EMR. There's no EMR.
Oh, no.
between you.
There is zero PHI in any of this or connection to PHI. None. I'm not going down that road.
You know, you're too smart for it, right?
Well, I spent my entire historically, I'm an analyst in healthcare for 40 years. My real job that paid for all this is I'm an analyst. I do data analytics work in healthcare, and I have since 1980, like for 40 years. And when PHI stuff came out and HIPAA came out, my entire world changed. I had a firm of 40 people. Next thing you know, I'm spending, $28,000 a year to just to get certification that I can tell my hospital customer that I'm gathering 2 terabytes of data on their entire billing data set to prove, right, that I'm all safe. So no, this thing is very generic. There's nothing in here that's
No, I got it.
private
I
of any
totally
kind.
understand you.
Yeah.
I totally understand. I'm not saying. I totally hear you. I didn't think you are, they're gonna go that route because you don't seem that excited to go crazy.
I'm just curious how she did last month. So this is the front desk person last month, and she was accountable almost every day. This is probably that's probably one day she was off or something, because I know he looks every morning. Every morning he looks to see how his practice did.
So we're gonna play with it.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna have right now I have 0 question for you because I know nothing about it. But me and Kyle and Guillermo are gonna sit down after my holiday. There's a holiday coming up, so I'm very short with time. It's Yom Kippur. I don't know if you're familiar with the holiday.
I am.
Yeah, so tomorrow half a day I'm not, and Wednesday I don't work at all. I don't do anything. So I'm gonna go back. I literally shut my life for it's like 36 hours, you can say, and then I'm gonna come back alive on Thursday.
Good.
And
enjoy your
so,
time.
yeah.
You were implying though
Thanks.
that you actually work other days of the week.
I work on every other day. Yes, that's correct. But that's the only day I don't work. This Yom Kippur, we don't work. I don't drive. I don't eat, and we don't do anything. I mean, literally nothing. So I may even go to the synagogue. So yeah,
Very good.
but I will love to play with it. Love to learn it. Okay.
I noticed Guillermo dropped off, so he must have got everything he needed. So I'll touch base with you next week.
I will get in touch with you. Yes, definitely like it a lot. Definitely
Thank you
like
very much for your feedback.
it. It's totally different what you explained me. Good, better,
No,
evil.
it's not.
Totally different.
It's not different than what I explained, but
It's
your head
totally
might have
different
been-
what I understood.
yeah, your head might have been in a different direction when you were thinking of what the app was, but we
I
definitely
thought about CRM. I thought about
Yeah.
again. I will take all the blame to me. I mean, that's why I said I want to see.
not CRM, routine task
Not
management.
project management, not task management, not calendaring.
Yep.
No, I got it.
Workday.
Routine process management.
Yeah. Well, thank you very
So-
much. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Amit.
Bye.